Hi everybody, it's Daphne and Jerry. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for coming to spend some of your time with me today. It's been a lovely day here and then all of a sudden there was a big shower and it's turned very murky and it's been quite windy as well. So I am sitting here with a big mug of coffee. It's just one of those days. So today I thought I would talk about my favourite hair products. And you know, when I was planning to do this video, I was thinking, I don't know really, I don't have an awful lot. Well, I was wrong. I actually have a lot more products than I actually thought I did. And products that I use all the time, but not necessarily with every, not necessarily every day or after every hair wash. So if you're interested in seeing what hair products I am loving, then just keep watching. So I've had to move ever so slightly because I have a window direct just here. As you can see the light coming in there. I'm not using any ring lights today and the sun just came out and I had to move. In fact, I think I'm very much in shadow. I also have a little guest. My cat is sitting here beside me and she's very curious as to what I am going to be talking about. And given half a chance, she'll have a little sip of the coffee. So anyway, I'll start off with just describing what my hair type is. And for anybody who has been watching me for any length of time, you'll know that this is my own natural colour. I let my hair go its natural colour about 6 or 7 years ago. I did in my youth have, sort of medium to dark brown hair. And as I matured, more obviously greys were coming in and I was lightening my hair dye to the lightest blonde that I could. Eventually I just said, you know what, I'm done with this. I'm going to let it grow out and we'll see what happens. And if necessary, I can go back to dyeing it. So I let it grow out and this is the colour that resulted. So I don't know, it's kind of, you can see there's different shades in it. There's no dye in it at all. And I'm very lucky, I suppose, that it turned to this colour because it's not really a grey, it's kind of a platinum, white, platinum, silver blonde, whatever you want to call it. But I am actually very happy with the colour that it is. So I feel at this stage of my life that I should really take care of my hair and, invest in some good shampoos. I've always used drugstore shampoos. I love the L'Oreal Elvive, I love Pantene. There's so many drugstore shampoos and conditioners that I love. But recently I decided that I would invest in a slightly more higher end, and the salon that I go to, they use Joico products. So I spoke to my stylist and I asked her what kind of shampoo did she think I should use. Now my hair is very fine, it's very light, there's a fair bit of it, but it is very fine. And I can't really have it weighed down with heavy conditioners and heavy shampoos and having product build up on it. So she recommended a hydrating shampoo and conditioner, and these are the ones that I've really been enjoying these. This is the Joico, it's sorry about the shine. There we go. It's the Hydra Splash shampoo. It's a hydrating shampoo for fine, medium and dry hair. Now my hair isn't particularly dry, but it's not oily either, so this kind of works. So I would use this maybe, I don't wash my hair every day, it could be every 3 to 4 days. So maybe every third wash I will use a different shampoo, which I'll show you in a moment. But this is the one that I'm using on a regular basis. It's very light, really is hydrating on the hair. Doesn't really have a very strong scent. There is a slight scent, but then I like a scent from my shampoo because it's a kind of a whole experience. It leaves the hair really clean but not stripped and very easy to style. To go along with it, I bought the hydrating conditioner. And again, this is a lovely light conditioner. It's kind of a bluey colour. You can see it's well used. I put a good amount onto my hand, maybe that much onto my hand. Rub it between my hands and work it through, not from the top, not from the roots, but from the mid lengths. I work it through right to the ends of my hair because obviously the ends of our hair, they're the driest parts of our hair. So it's very, very easy to rinse it out. It does not weigh the hair down, it really doesn't, but yet it gives that conditioning effect. So I've really been loving these. I think they were €17 each. which I know is a bit of a spend, but I'm the only one using them. I do not leave these in my family shower or they would be gone in a week, less. You know what teenagers are like. So I keep these separate and I only use them myself. So these are going to last me quite a few months, and so I felt justified in investing the money in them. Now, because my hair is the colour it is, it's going to get brassy at times. I do have that problem. Particularly if I use a hair straightener or a curling iron, I would find that the ends of my hair can turn a little bit brassy. And I can see it actually a little bit today, so I know I need to use this shampoo for the next one. And this is the Aussie Blonde Hydration Purple Shampoo. Now, I have used about used up about halfway. You can just, I don't know if you can see it, it's to about there. Now, I do find in general that purple shampoos can be quite drying, particularly if your hair isn't coloured. I just find that it just can leave the hair a little bit dry and brittle, but this is probably one of the nicest ones I've used. Now, when this is finished, I'm going to treat myself to the Joico purple shampoo, because I just think it's something that I use maybe every 2 weeks. And this, as I say, was the Aussie brand. It's less than €10. That I would be justified in spending that little bit extra money on a really good purple shampoo. Just for my hair, I find it a small bit drying, but it is working for me and it does take the brassiness out. It is very purple. I wouldn't leave it in too long because my hair isn't coloured. It's very porous, so it's going to take up the colour. I don't have the conditioner that goes with this, but when I'm using this, I just use a regular conditioner. Probably should have the purple conditioner as well, but I don't. So this is usually enough every maybe 10 days to 2 weeks to use this to take any brassiness out of my hair. So when my hair is washed and I'm going to style it, I have some favourites that I use on a regular basis. One of them is this L'Oreal. It's the Purple Reviving Oil. You may have heard me speak about this recently. This is for anti-brassiness and it neutralises yellow and orange tones in the hair. It's non-transfer and it's for bleached or blonde hair or my hair colour, naturally coloured hair. I love this. I saw this on, I think it was Shaz from Blonde Tea Party, who I saw using this maybe 6 or 8 months ago, and I said I have to have it. Now, for the size of it, it was dearer than I expected it to be. I think in Boots it was something like $16.99, but it was on offer when I bought it. I think it's regularly on offer, but it really works, and you don't use an awful lot. I'm not going to pump it out because it literally is the colour of the bottle. I use about 1.5 pumps into the palm of my hand. I rub my hands together and I work it through, again, the midsections or anywhere that I feel. I might put it along here where I feel I'd have some brassiness in the hair, and into the ends, and it helps to remove that brassiness. It doesn't transfer because usually I wash my hair at night and I'm going to bed, so when my hair is dry, obviously, it doesn't come off on pillows or anything, and I really, really rate that product. It helps to keep the brassiness away. I really highly recommend it. So even though it might be a little bit more expensive even for a drugstore product, it's well worth the money. Another thing that I use regularly when I'm styling my hair is this particular one. It's from Alpha Parf Milano, and it's the Blow Dry, Style Stories Blow Dry Cream. Sorry again, the light. I love this. It's a cream. You pump it out. I use about, there's nothing left in it. I have to get a new one. And just literally, I've been taking the pump out and topping it out like that. But it's just a white cream. It's nice and it's not too thick. It's got a nice texture to it. And I would put that again through my hair from the midsections down, and then whatever's left on my hand I'll kind of scrunch into the roots, but I don't want to weigh the roots down. So and I'll just read to you what it says. It's a volumizing cream which makes drying quicker and easier. It fights frizz and does not weigh hair down. Also ideal for use before cutting, and just distribute one over damp hair before blow drying. So it does all of that. It's anti-frizz, it's not weighing you down, it helps your hair to dry quicker. And it lasts for so long. I can't remember exactly how much I paid for it. I bought it again in my hair salon. Was it something like maybe €15, maybe more, maybe between 15 and €20, but that has lasted me over a year because that's how little you use. And it's really lovely. You feel you're putting something really good into your hair, nourishing. Now, if I want to have a style that is is even more frizz-free and is smoothed down, because I do get a lot of little, frizzies along here. And this is a product that I have used for years, and it's the John Frieda Frizzies. It's the Secret Agent Touch-Up Cream. And this literally comes out, you only need a tiny, tiny bit. It's white. That is about as much as I would use. All right, and I would rub that between my hands like that, almost like you're rubbing in a hand cream till it's almost gone, but you can still feel it. And I run it through the ends of my hair. I put it here at the front, and you can kind of pull your hair to style it, to shape it, to pull it into. Then I do what I call zhuzhing, like that. And if I see anywhere that I think is a little bit frizzy, I use it to smooth it down. That's a great product. It's very well trusted, and it's been in the shops for years and years. You won't be able to see it now, but I can see it. If I hold it up to the window, there's about a quarter of it left. So really, really love that for styling. When you're finishing, it's like, like when you put your makeup, you put on maybe a finishing powder like the Hourglass Ambient Lighting powder. That's kind of the same idea. It's your finishing cream, your touch-up. And if I was going somewhere, I would bring it with me, because you can kind of, if you have a curl, now my curl is nearly gone out of there, but you can use it to fiddle with your hair, get it into the shape you want it, hold the curl, whatever, take the frizz out, straighten it, pull it. There's lots of ways that you can use that, and I highly recommend that too. Now, if I want to have something that is a little bit more natural texture, kind of natural curl, I will use a texturizing spray, and this is the Schwarzkopf Got to Be Beach Matte Texturizing Salt Spray for mermaid styles, and that's it there. I love the packaging. I don't use this too often, but when I want my hair to have a bit more hold, a bit more grip, if I'm going to scrunch it, or I'm going to curl it with I don't always use a curling iron to curl my hair, because I find it doesn't last as well. Maybe it's the curling iron I have. I would use my GHD or my straightening iron to curl my hair, and I find that lasts better. But this helps to give some hold and grip to the hair, to hold on to the style. And you can kind of, you give it a little shake, and you can spritz it in like that. It's kind of almost in a way like maybe like a hairspray, but not, if you know what I mean. And you can kind of play with it. And you can layer your styling products. That's what I do all the time. So I might start off with using this, and then go to the Secret Agent touch-up cream to kind of finish it off. This is one product that I bought fairly recently. I should use it more often than I do, but I don't think that. It's the Tresemme Heat Defense for all hair types, care and protect spray. Now, it's only a small spray, and it does what it says. It's a heat protectant, and when I do think of using it, I spray it into the ends of my hair and around the fronts there, because that's where most of my heat styling where I would concentrate most of my heat styling. I don't know if I've noticed that that's really, really good, but it's obviously protecting my hair up to a certain extent. But yeah, I think a heat protectant is something that is probably important when you're styling your hair, to protect it from your dryer, your straightener, your curling iron. The cat has just left. Now, every so often I feel my hair needs a mask, and I have two different ones that I really, really love. So this one is one that I've had for a long time. It's the L'Oreal Elvive Full Resist Power Mask, and it's got biotin and vitamin B and arginine. So it's multi-use hair strengthening mask, silicone free for a natural touch. And it's designed for fragile hair which has a tendency to break. This is a multi-use mask, which is it's really, really good. So I'll just read out to you what it says. You can use it on your scalp to massage the roots for a stimulating feeling. You can work it into the lengths, work in infinity with hair fibre from root to tip to instantly boost hair's resistance to combing. because I would find, because my hair is so fine, that it can break, and I do have a lot of I'd shed a lot, which sounds really strange. I know we all lose a certain number of hairs every day, but I would find that I notice it more. Maybe it's because of the colour of my hair, but I do find that this really helps with that. There's also a shampoo and conditioner that goes with this line, and when I was having a lot of fallout, I used it and I found it really, really good. You can leave it in for about 5 minutes and you can rinse it out, and it helps to sort of strengthen and reinforce your hair, or you can apply it on dry or wet hair and style as usual. And I have put it on wet hair and used it to style my hair, and it is absolutely fantastic. I've never used it on dry hair. I must try that. But it's a big tub. There's 680 ml in it, and I have this quite a while. You can see there's quite a lot gone. There's probably about a little less than half of it gone. It's got a nice texture. Has a nice, it's your typical shampoo-y type smell, but that's the sort of texture. It's kind of like a whipped texture. Sure, I'll just try it now. We'll layer up I'll put a little bit on now. And when I'm using it in the shower, I don't put a huge amount on. I just kind of scoop out a bit, but enough to kind of really coat the hair. I suppose you can put on as much as you feel you need. So if that rubbed into my fingers now, and let's see, does it... What it does, you won't be able to see, but I'll be able to feel it. I suppose in a way it's a bit like the John Frieda Frizzy's touch-up cream. Might be a little bit more oily on dry hair, but I have definitely used it when my hair is wet and I've gone on to dry my hair. But it feels nice on the hair. It really does. Nourishing and not greasy. No, not greasy at all. So there you go. That's something I hadn't tried. Another mask that I love to use is another Joico product, and this is the K-Pack Colour Therapy Luster Lock mask, and it is for instant shine and repair treatment. And I think I bought this over COVID, at some stage over COVID, probably when the salons had opened up again, and there was the fear that they would close again. So I bought it, and I have really loved it. And it is one that you put it onto damp hair. I'll read to you what it says, if I can. It helps repair, replenish, and renew for instantly softer, silkier, and shinier color treated hair. I know my hair's not color treated, but apply to clean damp hair, massage through to ends, and leave in for 3 to 5 minutes. Now, when I was buying this, my stylist said, you know what, I think this was €25. So again, a bit of a spend, but it lasts a long time. Because you're spending quite a bit on it, don't leave it on for just 3 to 5 minutes. If you have time and you're going to use it, leave it on for the morning, leave it on for the day, and you get the most out of it. And I have done that, and it doesn't weigh the hair down. It just makes it lovely and silky, and it feels like it's really nourished and it's strengthened. So that's another really good hair mask. I have spoken about this before. I think I've spoken about a lot of these before, not all the styling products, but yeah, that's a really lovely hair mask. And when you want, if you're going to have a pamper day, or a pamper evening, or a pamper hour, whatever length of time you have at your disposal, it's lovely to put on a hair mask, and then you feel when you've washed it out and you've dried your hair that you really have done something really nourishing and caring for your hair. So they are all the products that I use to look after my natural colour, grey, white, silver, whatever colour you want to call it, hair, that I really turn to and trust on a regular basis. So I hope you've enjoyed that. Let me know what you think of the products that I use. Let me know if there are any products that you use and trust and that work for you, that I might be interested in using or trying, and that the rest of us, and you can let us know in the comments below. I love to hear about new products. So if you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button and the little notification bell beside it, and that will let you know when I have uploaded a new video. And I look forward to chatting to you very soon in the next video. So have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.